Cooked to perfection. Bottom brown roast, stuffed with garlic, sweet potatoes, mushrooms, topped with bacon, potatoes. Oh, isn't she pretty? Isn't she just lovely? Look at that garlic pushing its way out. Caramelized on the end. Oh. Let's just cut into this. She's had a chance to rest. Oh, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. So Good TV. Stay tuned and look for what else I got on the menu. Don't go nowhere. Hello, it's Debbie, So Good TV. Come on in my kitchen. I'm preparing Sunday dinner, Saturday, so everything can get all nice and marinated in. What you're looking at right here is some celery, and I got some kale right here. Also have some new potatoes, onions, and back here I had a hankering for some butter beans and orchids. And in this pot, I'm just going to go ahead and add my butter beans into here. Guys, I've been in this kitchen for a minute. So if you hear some noise in the background, everything that God created, that man is using to cool things off, I got it going, so please forgive me. Forgive me. Over here, now what I did, guys, I turned my pot off a little early so that the steam wouldn't get on my camera. But I have a ham shank in this pot, which I'm going to be adding in kale. And I also have some other things going to be adding there as well. And if I can just show you this real quick. How y'all doing? Y'all been doing all right? Yeah? Okay. Well, hang on a second. All right. Sorry about that. What you're looking at right here is some corn that I got from my local King Supers, which is the Kroger's market. And you know what? This is called, I'm going to pronounce it wrong, but I want to say Olia corn. And it's early because this corn usually comes up in August, but this is an early arrival. And guys, let me tell you something. If you got a King Supers near you, go on over there because you can get this for 8 ears of corn for $1. I shopped them while I was in the market. I didn't feel like doing all that when I got home. But this is going to go into my butter. Hang on a minute. So I just did a little switcheroo and added my corn on into that butter. I let my butter get a little brown, because that's going to give me a little bit more flavor. Not brown to burn, but just brown. That's in this pot here. Oh, guys, it's going to be something. Just one second. I got something else to show you. So I have 2 of these bottom round rump roasts that I'm also going to be preparing. And tomorrow, I'm actually, later tonight, because it's 8:36 this in the morning, but maybe later on this afternoon I'll show you guys how I'm gonna dress it up. Over here, this pot here is the okra and my butter beans, and I have my corn cooking up over here in this pot. When I cook my corn, I cook it slow, real slow. And let me show you something. Right next door, I put that kale in here, and as you can see, there's that. What the heck is that? Oh my goodness. I lost my train of thought. Oh, that's a ham shank. And I got a ham shank over there into my butter beans. I got so much other stuff, guys, going on right now. I got to make my cornbread, macaroni and cheese, and some other stuff. And I'm going to bring you guys back later on this afternoon. And I will show you what else I got going on, okay? But stay with me for part 2. Don't y'all go nowhere. For me, it's going to be a few hours. For y'all, just a few seconds. I'll see you there. Hello. Welcome back to my kitchen. Got a little hoarse for some reason. In this pot I have some sweet potatoes, and what you see right here, that's marshmallow, and I have some other ingredients as well. But I just wanted to show you guys, all I'm going to do is take my immerser, and I'm making some mashed sweet potatoes. They're very easy to do. And if I didn't mention it earlier, guys, this is not a how-to video. So if you're wondering, why don't you have the description of the recipe and down the bottom, or to have it on the screen? This is not a how-to video. Let me go ahead and finish immersing this up, and I'll show you guys what it looks like in just a second. Okay, and this is what she looks like after. And the longer I let this sit in this pot on low, very low, it's going to continue to thicken up. But these are my sweet mashed potatoes. Now let's revisit those that corn. And that's something that you have to do when you fry corn. You got to revisit that corn a lot because you don't want it to stick at the bottom. Now my mother, she would have used stricoline, but we didn't call it stricoline. We called it fat back for the grease in the bottom of her pot when she's making up her fried corn. I use bacon. And I use the grease off the bacon. I misspoke earlier. I don't want you guys to think that I got bacon in here. I have the bacon fat in here and some and butter. That's what that's being cooked up in. Now let me show you these greens really quick, okay? Just 1 second. Here's my pot of greens. This is the kale that I had showed you a little bit earlier. I also added in a can of mixed greens. Now, one thing about if I can give you guys a little tip, when you add it in or you have fresh greens and you want to stretch it with another can or with a can of, some people use glory greens and some use mixed bag greens, whichever one you use, especially if it's canned. The texture is different from the fresh greens, and it has a really soft consistency, which kind of turns me off. That's why if I'm going to use canned greens, whether it be mixed greens, collards, or however, I'll also put in fresh. I only use one bunch here, but this is my greens, and here's my ham shake still sitting there. And I'm going to add in some crushed red pepper to give it a little kick. And I'm also going to put in, I'm not going to do it on camera, but I'm also going to add in a little bit of vinegar and just a little bit of sugar, okay? I don't want to do a whole lot of seasoning in the beginning because this is going to sit until tomorrow for Sunday dinner. So keep that in mind. You don't want to overdo it with the seasonings in the beginning, and especially if it's something for the following day or 2 days later. Okay, I got something else to show you. Just a second. To sear my roast, I have a cast iron skillet that I let get smoking hot. She is really hot, and cast iron takes a while to really come up to the temperature the way you want it. And actually, that's not hot enough for me. But I'm going to go ahead, give it a couple more seconds, and put in my roast. 1 sec. Oh, now I can see the smoke coming up. Now that's what I want. I don't know if you guys can see the smoke over here coming up, but she is the way I want it. Now that's what I want. I'm going to take my roast and add her in. To my vegans and my vegetarians, I so apologize. Watch me put in the I was showing you this roast, and I had it on a very, very strange angle. I apologize for that. And I left it there for quite a while, and it may have been offensive to some people, so I do apologize. But I have some garlic stuff in here, and down in this area, and in the fat areas on my roast, and on the bottom, and some other things in there. So she has been rubbed down with some herbs and spices, and also with that Knorr beef bouillon. She's been seared down with that, rubbed down with that, and in this very hot skillet, what I'm going to do, I'm going to sear her on all sides. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you guys. Remember the bacon that I told you that I fried up for my corn? Well, I saved that bacon so it's nice and crispy. So what I'm doing, I just added some to my hot skillet. This is another cast iron skillet. And as you can see, the smoke is coming off from it. But what I'm adding in right now, I'm just pouring in my batter for my cornbread. That's what I'm doing here. And it's going to start to cook right away because my skillet is very hot. And then I'm going to go ahead Where you going, Debbie? Where you going? I'm going to put this into my oven. Oh my goodness, guys. I so appreciate you staying with me because I'm trying to film this one-handed. Y'all know my tripod is on the blink, I'll put it that way, and I don't have a selfie stick. So I'm trying to do this one-handed. But as you can see around the edges, she's already starting to get bubbly. So I'm going to put this into, I almost said I was going to go ahead. I'm going to put this into my oven. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, Lord. Now, you know what, Debbie, your education is higher than what you're talking. Whew. Must be the heat. So I thought I'd revisit my pot of greens. I put in some red potatoes. I call them new potatoes. I put some of those in there. Guys, the things that I'm showing you right now, you won't see those again. I may do a slideshow at the end, but I have so much more to get through. So this will be the last time you'll probably see these greens and the new potatoes. And in front here, I have my butter beans and my okra. And what I did, this will be the last time you see these as well, I'm going to put on some black pepper. Normally, sometimes I don't like to see the black when I'm adding pepper into my food, but when it comes to my butter beans and okras, I do. And I guess some of you guys who season cooks, when I put in those butter beans, they're like, oh my good grief, that's just too much liquid. And you know what? What I did was I let it cook down because I don't like my butter beans to be too watery either. And I don't want to do a lot of stirring around in this pot. But as you can see, it's nothing near like it was. I don't want to break up my okra. See, I didn't want to do that. I want to break up my okra. So I'm going to let these beans continue to absorb. But other than that, that'll be the last time you guys will see my butter beans and my okra and my pot of kale, mixed greens, and the potatoes with the ham shank. And as you can see, you can tell the difference between my greens right here, because they still have the stem down the back, which I keep in there because I believe in pot liquor, healthy pot liquor. And the canned greens, which is this, you know, it's a different consistency, a different texture than my greens. Okay? So, all right. I will be right back, guys. See you in just a minute. Thanks for hanging in. Real quickly, I just want to show you the cornbread. And guys, let me tell you something about this cornbread. This is not Jiffy cornbread. This is a cornbread that has hardly any to no sugar in it. Being raised by Southerners, my mother and my father were from South Carolina, and very rarely would she put any sugar in her cornbread. Okay, let me move on, and you won't see this again. All right, bye-bye. In this pot back here, guys, I'm making up my cheese sauce for my macaroni and cheese. And in this pot already, I have about 4 different types of cheeses. And we're dropping them. This is just regular American cheese that's going in here right now. And I'm going to add in some cheddar. I have some sharp in here, medium sharp. I have some Velveeta, some Munster, some Colby. Oh, I have a whole bunch of cheeses in here. And I like my sauce not to be, I like a lot of sauce in my macaroni and cheese. I don't like dried up macaroni and cheese because once it sits, after you add your sauce to your noodles, and let me show you these noodles. When I made up these noodles, I left them, I cooked them al dente, and I left them in the water that they had boiled in, which was seasoned water. I poured off most of it, but I left it in some of the water, and as you can see, my noodles plumped up really, really that's big. What I did with that. But when I pour over my sauce, and when I cook it up, I still like for it to be bubbly. So when I want to go back and reheat some later, after my macaroni and cheese is done, it'll still have that nice pull to it. It'll still have that nice creamy texture to it. Okay? Let me go ahead and move on, guys. But for my cousin, because she sent me an email. Wanted me to show her how I did my fried corn, and actually it was my mother's recipe she was actually looking for, and she had sent me a beautiful email wanting me to demonstrate how I did the corn. So Monica, I love you, darling. This is the corn, but you know what? And she calls my mama Aunt Dean. She did hers a little differently. As you know, she used fatback. Well, you don't know, but she used fatback in hers. But I'm going to send you the recipe, Monica, of how Mommy did her corn, okay? All right. Monica, I just want to show you real quick where you can see where it's actually starting to form a crust on the bottom and it's starting to fry. So that way that's how you can tell that your corn is frying up like it's supposed to, okay? It's not just boiled. My corn is actually starting to fry, if you guys can see that. Guys, I'm showing you this corn now, so you won't be seeing this corn again, because I have so much more still to go through. All right, I'll be back. Did want to show you guys, and I forgot to do it. I'm adding in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. This is a little secret this old man told me about into my cheese sauce for my macaroni and cheese. And towards the end, when I'm about ready to bake it up, I'm also going to be adding in some cream cheese. Now, some of you guys already know about the cream cheese. Guys, I'm going to bring you back when I got everything pulled together, okay? How about that? Well, guys, the finish line is almost here. I'm so glad. Oh, my goodness. I have some Italian sausage in here that I'm cooking up for my stuffing. And I'm just going to add in my Trinity here really, really quickly. Right here in the middle. And again, for those who may be just tuning in, just joining me, this is not a how-to video. I'm just bringing you into my home, into my kitchen, and letting you see what I'm doing as far as making up my stuffing, making up everything for Sunday dinner tomorrow. So I'm going to take my time and let my onions and my celery and my green bell pepper go ahead, and I go again, and wilt down and come together and absorb all this flavor from the Italian sauces. And I'll bring you back because we're not done yet. Almost at the finish line. Okay, and just for a little bit of added flavor, I have it's actually a third of a can of cream of mushroom soup, a tablespoon of garlic, a third of a can of cream of celery, and I have my own mushrooms that I crushed up or just tore apart in here as well to give it some flavor. I have some thyme down in here, some sprigs of thyme, and I also have some sage, just a little bit of sage down in there as well. I'm just going to give this a stir, and we're going to add it to our cornbread, and I will see you in just a minute, guys. I'll see you in just a minute. I just wanted to revisit this bottom round roast with you guys and let you see what I have in this pan. I have sage, fresh sage. Then I have some new potatoes. I have some sweet potatoes. I have carrots. And then there's my mushrooms. And I have what I call donut mushrooms. I just basically took the inner part off of it. And this sauce down the bottom, this is a red wine reduction sauce that's in here, and I have bacon on top, and as you know, I seared my roast, and I have another roast in another pot, but they're basically almost the same. There's a little difference in the other one, but yeah, they're basically both the same. So let me let you take a look at this macaroni and cheese. But this is the roast, guys, and I'm going to be fixing this in a pressure cooker. Not in the roaster as you see here. It's going to go in a pressure cooker. for tomorrow. But tonight or today, it's going to go in my refrigerator. This is my macaroni and cheese, and I had it in the oven for a little bit, and then I decided just to go ahead and show you guys my macaroni and cheese thus far. And I'm not quite done with her yet. I have some other things that I'm going to stick in here as well, but I'll show you the finished product once she's all done. Nice and bubbly. Okay, stay with me. We're at the finish line. Believe it or not, almost there. Thank you so much. Okay. So I just added my stuff into this pan back here, guys. I'm not going to be doing anything with this today. I have this here so all the flavors and everything can come together. It's going to go in my refrigerator, and that's when I'll put it in the oven tomorrow. I didn't make very much stuffing, just like I didn't make very much rice, but I had to make some rice. 2 reasons. My mama, every meal except for breakfast, we had rice. If my mother didn't fix rice, we would think something was wrong. But I got some rice, trust me, it's down in this water. It's down in there. And the other reason is because I like to have some rice along with my butter beans and okra. Just to revisit, just 1 second. No, that don't need to be there. And there's my roast again that I'm going to fix in the pressure cooker tomorrow, guys. I'm going to show you my, okay, I'm going to show you the stuff, not the stuff, I'm going to show you the macaroni and cheese, and I think we're going to be done. Alright everybody, here's the macaroni and cheese, and I'm going to tell you a little something about this macaroni and cheese. This is actually what I call 2-crust macaroni and cheese. It has 2 layers of crust. The one that you see now is the last bake, but there's one underneath of here that is loaded with different cheeses and some other things. This is a much better lighting for you guys to see this macaroni and cheese. Don't she look good? Look at her wiggle. Oh, she still got some wiggle to her. Don't that look good? Come on, tell me the truth. Put it in the comments. And over here is the rice, and that's done. I just wanted to show you guys real quick that everything is everything. I think I deserve a nice tall glass of lemonade. Ooh, it's been a day, but you know what? It was so much fun having you guys here. All that cooking, that was a monkey to get through. It was a monkey. But I tell you what, it wouldn't have been as much fun if it wasn't for you guys being here with me. And I really do mean that. I had you guys to talk to me. I had somebody to talk to. And I just enjoyed you being here. I enjoyed filming this. I enjoyed the whole thing. It's a lot of work, but I hope you got something out of it. I really do. I hope you got something out of it. And I'm going to call it quits for today. At least this portion of the day. This is Jean and Dean's baby girl, Debbie. And I want to say to you, be careful. Be kind and courteous to the people that you meet on the way up in your life. Because those are the same folks you're going to meet and greet on your way down. Be blessed. And I'm praying for you. Bye-bye.